What up, world? Is Mac. Tell me something slick and make it stick. Yes, sir. We are back for the first show of the year. Man, happy 2026 to everybody that sees me, hears my voice, man. I'm excited to be here. First show of the year. Exciting show. Got a lot to cover. Y'all know I'm going to talk my shit. We're going to make everything bigger and better for 2026, man. Can't wait to go over some of these things, some of the shenanigans. Hope everybody's been doing well. I know normally I go on at 8 o'clock, but I'm on a little early today. I think I'm going to make 7 Eastern time, my normal time. We got some good football, y'all, so I kind of want to get in and chop it up with y'all and get on to the watch some of these football, some of these games, man. We got the evening game, late game. But hope everybody's doing well. I'm extremely excited, man, to be here. Extremely excited. Want to talk about really just 2026. I'm hearing a lot of people are optimistic about 2026, as it should be. They're saying it's the year of the. I want to make sure. I believe it's the fire horse. I want to make sure I got it right. Let me make sure I got it right. Let me double check and make sure I want to get this right. But it's causing great optimism, man. And I'm just gonna tell y'all, 2025 was one of those years. It was a comeback year for me. I overcame a lot. 2024 was It was a motherfucker. It was an ass whoop. But that 2025 definitely want comeback player of the year. 25 and 26 is the come up year, man. Y'all heard it here first. First show. Timestamp this. I'm telling y'all, Cigar Chaps and Mac, 2026, man. We out of here. But let me get it right. I want to know what was that? What is it called? It's called something. I'm curious about that. What is that called? What is that called? Here it is, y'all. It says the year of the horse is about, so here's just the year of the horse. So the year of the horse is about movement and courage. With clarity already gained, it is time to trust your instincts, choose freedom, and move boldly into actions, man. It says the year of the horse is a symbol of movement, freedom, resilience, and forward momentum. The horse represents progress through action, independence of thought, and the courage to leave what no longer fits behind. Yes, sir. It's a year associated with travel, bold decisions, and trusting one's inner direction rather than waiting for permission. At its core, the year of the horse is about motion with purpose, choosing growth over stagnation. So, yeah. So that's definitely in line with where my mindset is at. Is about moving forward, building off the momentum from 25 and really taking 2026 to the next level. My first feature film, me playing a role, the lead role. I play a character named Roman. It drops. I'm gonna keep telling y'all until that shit comes out. It drops February 6th. February 6th, Cinderella. It's gonna be on all streaming platforms. Specifically, I know for sure Tubi. Man, I'm so excited. I can't wait for y'all to see that project, y'all. So, but anyway, man, what up? Welcome, man. What's up, Aaron? How you doing, man? What's the answer? Anyway, y'all, let's kind of go catch up. Let's see what's been going on around in the world. Oh, let me see what's been going on. Couple things, man. Couple things has been happening. I want to talk about. I says. Wait a minute. There's a study. There's this question. I read this. Shout out to 8 at the Table, who says, would you rather a partner with more time or more money? Modern relationships are increasingly negotiated at the intersection of time and money, two resources that psychologists say trigger very different emotional needs. Research cited by Pew Research and the Journal of Family Psychology shows that shared time predicts relationship satisfaction more consistently than income, while financial security primarily reduces stress rather than deepening intimacy. The pull toward money is often rooted in fear and status, protection against uncertainty, while the pull toward time reflects attachment, presence, and emotional safety. The most resilient partnerships tend to recognize that wealth can buy comfort, but time is what builds connection. Man, what would I rather have? Well, here's my thing is this. That all sounds good. But you need money. And when do you get time? When you get money. Because the whole purpose of money, I would think, is to get you financial freedom, gives you actually so you can buy your time back. But here's the thing. In most cases, most people that if you chasing that bag or you're in pursuit of your financial status, you ain't got time. So something that's got to be a sacrifice. And I think that goes back to unrealistic expectations. How are you going to be able to build a comfortable financial nest egg and be home by 4 or 5 o'clock every day? Now, I'm not saying that's the expectation. Every relationship is different. If you're an ambitious, I think a lot of women have said that, damn, they've ended up in their relationships with ambitious men, and they're like, well, then he ain't never home. How the hell can he be home? How can he be home? How he gonna give you the lifestyle that you're so comfortable in, and his ass home at 5 o'clock? That don't even make sense. So I think that we got to have realistic expectations. So yeah, a partner would they rather have more time than more money? If you got more time and your ass ain't got and you ain't got enough money, that's gonna be the bigger problem. So I would always say you might want to have more money first. And then eventually you know what, you can carve out some time. But definitely, I don't understand that, and that seems to be the reoccurring sentiment with people now is that people want everything. Like it's a such thing as, man, there's a sacrifice to everything. If you want a luxurious lifestyle, and nothing wrong with that, because I aspire for nothing but the best opulence. But I ain't gonna be home at 4:30, 5 o'clock. Now, if you got a partner that understands that works. But at the same time, if you got too much time, you ain't got no money. If you got too much and you got a whole lot of money, you ain't gonna have a whole lot of time. That's just how this shit goes. So that's universal. They ain't never really changed, never will change. So, people have unrealistic expectations, man. That's what I think. In my humble opinion, people have unrealistic expectations. That's my take on that one. Moving on. It says single women who work out at luxury gyms are more likely to be around high-earning men. Duh. New Year's resolutions are here. Ladies, and if you're joining a gym anyway, you might as well be strategic about it. Research on social assortative mating shows people are most likely to meet long-term partners in environments that mirror their lifestyle and socioeconomic trajectory. And studies cited by Pew Research consistently find higher earners clustering premium membership-based spaces. Luxury gyms aren't just about equipment. They're ecosystems where ambition, routine, and disposable income quietly intersect. In modern dating, proximity still matters and attention often follows environment. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. I mean, if women have always put themselves in a position where affluent men are. I mean, hell, you pay for exclusivity, right? I mean, that's why you can't join certain golf clubs. You can't join certain any communities clubs or certain environments or certain groups. It's certain exclusivity and country clubs and all of that shit, man. That's why they do that. And women know that hey, these are more than likely successful individuals. And how else are you going to get around these prominent, successful men if you don't place yourself, in their in their view? And so, yeah, that ain't nothing new. Like there's premium gyms. Like women go to premium cigar lounges where affluent men go. They're gonna find out where all the affluent men who they eat at this steakhouse. Women have been doing this at the beginning of the time. Women are gonna always go where men who have resources are. So that's not nothing new. I mean, that ain't nothing new at all. So yeah, anything luxury is going to attract women. So yeah, a luxury gym is definitely going to attract women. So there's nothing new. Babe, asked the question. Here's a question. Do women want men to approach them at the gym? That's a good question. Ladies, please chime in. Do women want men to approach them at the gym? Me personally, I ain't gonna bother a woman in the gym. I'm gonna assume you there to work out, and I'm gonna leave you alone. I used to work at a gym in my former life in Gold's Gym, and I would talk to the gym, to the patrons, and then as working there, actually, you get a kind of a, it's your job to talk to them. So that was a cool thing about it. So it wasn't like you weren't trying to be some creep. You had every right to ask them, hey, how are you doing? How's your experience? And one thing I do remember a lot of women, they didn't really like when guys would approach them and make them feel uncomfortable. So I kind of always made a note of that, but I'm not going to bother women in the gym. If you wear to work out, I assume you're to work out. Now, if I'm catching you before you go to, you're going into the gym in the parking lot, you done with your workout, okay, fine. You want to spark up a conversation with the young lady? That's one thing. But don't bother no woman while she's working out. She's there to work out. Respect that. That's my thing. That I'm big on that. But hey, if you feeling her and she catch your vibe or something like that, you holler ass on the way out. And I'm sure it's a car out there somewhere. However she got there, catch her outside. You know what I mean? So, fellas, if you that dude that be, hawking up the chicks and shit in the gym, man, don't cool that shit out. Don't be a thirst bucket in the fucking. Don't be no goofy in the gym. Wait, casually let her finish her workout. Then go say something slick to her and make it stick or catch her before. But yeah, I don't think women like it, but we'll see what they say. All right, moving along. Alcohol industry has lost over $830 billion in the last 4 years as millennials and Gen Z are drinking less than past generations. Wow. A Bloomberg index tracking around 50 major beer, wine, and spirit producers is now 46% below its 2021 peak, reflecting what analysts describe as a structural long-term change rather than a temporary downturn. Falling consumption, driven by health concerns, generational shifts, and lifestyle changes, has hit earnings across the sector. Millennials and Gen Z are drinking less, influenced by wellness trends, weight loss drugs, cannabis alternatives, and the growing popularity of non-alcoholic products. The slowdown has been worsened by high interest rates, rising costs, trade tariffs, and weak demand in China, where restrictions on alcohol at official events have also weighed on sales. As a result, major players like Diageo, Pernod Ricard, Brown-Forman, and Q Chow Mutai have seen sharp share price decline. Wow. Man. I think that's a good thing. I mean, here's my thing with that. I think that alcohol, no knock to anybody that likes to drink. If that's your thing, that's your thing. It's never been my thing. I mean, I'm not gonna say Mac ain't gonna have a drink. Of course, if I'm smoking my cigar, sometimes you'll see me paired with a nice spirit here and there. But majority of times when I have a cigar, it's easy. Most times it's gonna be some coffee. But I think that people are starting to become more health conscious. Especially the younger generation. Or even our generation. I think you're getting a lot of people waking up and realizing the damaging effects of alcohol, because there's really no redeeming quality. What is the redeeming quality in alcohol? There is none. I mean, it has zero health benefits to it. It's zero. How many DUIs has alcohol caused? Think about it. How many people have died from liver disease from alcohol? And just a plethora of harmful things and deleterious things that alcohol can do. I think that the younger generation, and even people in my generation, starting to wake up. Like, yeah, man, this shit is not. It's really more. It's more harm than anything. It ain't worth it. That little buzz, it ain't worth it. I mean, think about it. You drink alcohol the next day, and especially the older you get. You drink alcohol the next day, your whole mind's still foggy. I'm 48. If I drink some alcohol right now, I done had too many of them. I'm gonna wake up sluggish and lethargic. And I think that people are starting to really, really wake up, man. And so that's cool. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I think that's a great thing. The people start to become more health conscious, especially the Gen Z. So shout out to them for that, man. Shout out to them for that. All right. Let's see. This is a good topic here, guys. Look, Gen Z women are choosing to date older men instead of their peers. It says, Spookflix says this trend didn't start on dating apps. It actually showed up in real life first. Over the past few years, relationship researchers noticed that Gen Z women were increasingly meeting older partners at work, networking events, gyms, and even coffee shops. Long before the data made headlines, many of these women said the attraction wasn't about money or status, but about emotional maturity, communication skills, and stability. Things they felt were harder to find with guys their own age who were still figuring life out. What made the study blow up online is that it flipped the usual dating stereotype on its head. Instead of older men chasing younger women, it showed younger women making the first move because they wanted calm relationships, fewer games, and partners who already knew who they were. Psychologists even started calling it the burnout effect, where Gen Z, after watching chaotic relationships on social media, began prioritizing peace over passion. Exactly. I agree with Gen Z too, very well. Man, you know what? All I can say is true. That is true. You're starting to see, I've said this, and I can't a myriad of times. Um, Younger women are really targeting older men. Like it used to be a time, now you've always had, and even when I was younger, 19, 20, 21, there's always gonna be some girls that like old ass niggas. That ain't nothing new, right? That's nothing new. But it was a few. It was never, even when I'm in my 23, 24, 25, I don't remember those girls in our generation in that era checking for dudes that's 45, 47, 48, like me. And I think it's a few reasons for that. Because the thing that in our generation, and the difference is that we were much more, our generation, we weren't domestic. The men weren't as domesticated as they are now. And hear me out. This is no knock on the young brothers, man, because I love these young dudes. But we didn't have everything that we needed. We had to go outside to get it. So, for example, I was talking to one of my sons the other day, and I was like, man, he's like, Pop, I just sit on my phone and women just hit me up on Instagram and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, damn, I actually had to go out and get in the car and ride around. And it was a thing to go out and pursue women. And that is a masculine energy to go pursue women and go get them and, and learn how to talk to them and woo them and all of that. And the men in this generation, they don't do that. They don't do that. What you'll find is the majority of the time, the women in this generation are actually more aggressive. And so that goes against nature. That goes against nature because women, at the strongest woman, always want to be with a man more masculine than her. She wants a masculine man so you can activate her femininity because that's just nature. The strongest woman wants to be with a man stronger than her. That's just nature. So it is a real thing. I mean, if you go on any dating site, you'll see younger chicks would be inboxing you. They'll be at you. I go out sometimes and I'm like, damn. I'm like, man, you see some of the grades showing, all of that shit don't mean nothing to young girls. I'm like, she got to know I'm older to be her dad. They don't care because what they're wanting is masculinity. They want somebody, when they say figured it out, I think it's deeper than that. I think they're looking for somebody that is not, we didn't have, in our generation, everything was about, it wasn't about, we weren't with the bros all day. Like, we weren't with the bros all day. Yeah, me and baby bro, we hung out, ripped and ran. But at some point of that day, he gonna go get with a woman. I'm gonna go get with a woman. It was always, we're gonna do our thing, kick it, vibe out. We're gonna go get with these girls and have a good time. And I just think that women now, they're not feeling pursued. And to be pursued, a woman to feel that activates her femininity. because that's a masculine thing to go pursue a woman and put interest in her. And again, these young men today ain't doing that. So now us and this generation now, we're like different. I mean, the 45s, 47, 48s, early 50s. We are young. We're younger than what our parents. My daddy's 50 did not look like what my 50 gonna look like. His boy, ain't no disrespect. God bless my dad. But it was like now a girl 30, she like Lil Baby, I like Lil Baby. She like Drake, I like Drake. It's more similarities. Even understanding the fashion, the lingo, we're more connected. And I think I heard it somewhere on social media. It was a gentleman that said it. We the coolest generation. We the first time as the older generation that's still cool. Like that 90s cool shit still rules, man. Like we set the tone for this cool shit. And I think women, because the 90s set a precedent that everything subsequent came after. And a lot of times the young girls, they want a piece of that. Well, they weren't there, but damn, we were there. We were there in the early 2000s, 90s, and shit like that. So they're drawn to that aura, that flavor. But it was a time where we from an era of competition. You know, me and Baby Bro was talking about that again. We were talking about that yesterday. We're from an era of competition where we actually pursued. It was about, man, you weren't about to get more chicks than me and my team, and women felt wanted and desired. So for us, for those that are 40, in their 40s, they're taking care of themselves. I'm still looking good, exercising. Hey, man. Hey, I love it. I don't like nothing over the bankroll. Man, I've been, people getting their feelings about what I say, but it's true. I don't like nothing over the bankroll. Yeah, 2 old batteries can't start no car. What the hell I'm gonna do with a damn woman my age? What I'm gonna do with her? What I'm gonna do with her? I ain't about to we ain't about to go through unpack all your traumas. We ain't doing that. No, ma'am. No, thank you. And you look good too. Now I might dust your ass off for a night. But we ain't about to go through all your traumas, man. So no, give me a young woman all day, every day, twice on Sunday. As Baby said, we grew up listening to hip hop so we can relate to them. We couldn't really relate to our parents. Very true. Like Motown was cool, but I didn't relate to that shit, man. I like it now. I'm older. I can appreciate Marvin Gaye a lot better at 48, but it was a disconnect. And then the fashion, them goddamn polyester pants and shit, them niggas used to wear with them shoes, man. I wasn't feeling that fashion. So hip hop has given us a certain cool that's timeless, and we are the original, the true hip hop generation. So yeah, we gonna be forever young, for real, forever young, man. So yeah, shout out to all those guys that man, take all the young women, because a lot of times these boys, they don't even care. Man, in our generation, we was not gonna let no old OG take our woman easily. Nigga, you had to, he might have had a bag. That's cool. You supposed to, old ass nigga, you should have that bag. But what you ain't got is energy. And I'm gonna be on her top from start to finish. I'm gonna be making it laugh while your ass at work and taking care of your investments, nigga. I'm gonna be over there at her. These young boys nowadays, go ahead, OG, go ahead, All right, nigga. Okay, cool. Give me all y'all fine ass women. So all the fine late 20s and early 30s. Hey, holla at your boy, man. I love y'all. I do. Love nothing like it. All right. Moving on, y'all. Good topic. It says, then men needed a stable job and character. Now men need emotional intelligence, 6 figures, a gym body, and to heal childhood trauma just to get a text back. That's good. Again, shout out to 8 at the table. It says dating standards did just rise, they fragmented. Pew Research and Psychology today note that modern dating now blends economic pressure, emotional literacy, and performative self-optimization, leaving many women navigating silent rejection in app-driven markets where visibility often outweighs character. The result is the entitlement fatigue, but insecurity shaped by abundance, comparison, and the fear of being endlessly replaceable. In 2026, clarity may come from redefining value less as a checklist and more as presence, consistency, and mutual effort. Man, man, man. Well, I think that is, first of all, this is true. Back in the day, all a man had to do was have a stable job. Now they want the man to have emotional intelligence, which is important. 6 figures. No, that's not necessary. About a gym body. Everybody, just be healthy. And to heal childhood trauma, just to get a text back. Let's kind of break that down. And I've said this, guys, in previous posts. These women have conjured up these mythical Superman as unrealistic men that don't exist. Okay. Should a man have emotional intelligence? They should. Everybody should have a certain degree of emotional intelligence. Every man should have a certain degree of emotional intelligence. What does that mean? Meaning that you are in tune with your own emotions, because until you understand yourself, you can't understand how nobody else, or you wouldn't have the empathy or the bandwidth emotionally to understand somebody else until you first understand yourself. You got to first heal your trauma. You got to first, work through you. Get that right. I think everybody should do that. Both genders. It's 6 figures. Okay. 6 figures this became this arbitrary financial standard. Man, you gotta make 6 figures. But the average person, the average salaries, especially if you're black, what 42, 45, somewhere up in there? So what are all the 6-figure people at? It's only a small percentage of people that make over 6 figures in the country, period. I want to say it's less than 10%. So that's some bullshit. So yeah. And the men that make 6 figures. Now let's just go with this though, y'all. Well, wait a minute. I'm gonna make my point. A gym body. Okay. Be healthy. Just go to the gym. But they want you to be built like a Greek goddess. Okay. And then lastly, I want to make sure I got everything. Okay, 6 figures, a gym body, and heal your childhood trauma. We already got it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, heal your childhood trauma. Well, I sided it in to emotional intelligence. But let's just say for the few men that may check every metric, what will a woman bring them to the table? What will a woman do for that type of man? And why, if a man can do all of that and have all of that, imagine how meticulous he's going to be about the woman he chooses to spend his time with and the women he wants to be around. So honestly, that's a far-fetched dream right there. That motherfucking man right there, in large part, don't even exist. Now, what can exist is a man to say, hey, that has a job, that has can't take care of himself. Find a man that can do that. Find a man that's trying to work on himself emotionally, because that's a journey. That's a journey. Hey, and find a man that actually is just trying to be healthy. Now, gym body, that's all determined by this bullshit social media has put in front of us to make us all feel we got to have 6 packs. That's a bunch of bullshit. Because first of all, that's genetics, and everybody ain't getting no damn 6 pack. And some people will never get one. I ain't gonna never get one. Look, hey, I've been going to the gym since I was 15, working out since I was 15. That ain't the cost to me, nor have I ever needed a damn 6 pack. That again, these are these vanity things that has nothing to do with the quality of a man. Just say you want a man that's health conscious. That's fucking enough. But for the man that does all this, what will the woman offer him? And you better not talk about no goddamn pussy. I don't want to hear about none of that. Because he got, he got a penis. That cancels that out. So what? You got to bring something else. And most of the women that demand these things don't even bring none of this shit. Their asses ain't in the gym. A lot of women ain't emotionally healed. And they ain't got emotional intelligence. So all I say, ask for what you offer. That's all. Keep it fair. If you offer that, you can ask for it. I respect it. If you got that, but other than that, they miss me with that bullshit. Let me say, what to the chat? We said, baby, bro, and that's a good question. What does a woman bring to that type of man? They don't bring anything. A lot of times they just bring a damn headache, or they'll bring a bunch of a wish list. A lot of times these women would just bring a wish list. Well, I wish you would do this for me. I wish you would do that for me. And you ain't bringing shit. So a man of that value, the small percentile of the man that has emotional intelligence, makes six figures, has a gym body, and hear this childhood drama. What the hell would he want to deal with? He got the pick of the litter. So again, I think a lot of people are alone because they have unrealistic standards. Because they're looking for this damn unicorn of a man that never is a God, never made one man to have all of those things. You're real people. All right, moving on. Interesting story. Family of 75-year-old grandfather asked to block his assets because he spent a large part of his fortune on young women. Oh, my man. In Brazil, the family of 75-year-old Antonio Carlos Rodriguez has reportedly gone to court in an attempt to stop him from spending his fortune on younger women. According to local reports, relatives claim he's been burning through his estate and luxury gifts, expensive trips, and nonstop parties, often surrounded by much younger companions, and they fear there will be nothing left behind. Antonio, however, says he knows exactly what he's doing and has no intention of slowing down. He insists he earned his money and plans to enjoy it on his own terms, arguing that his 75-year-old life is finally getting good. The case has sparked debate online about autonomy, aging, and whether the family has the right to intervene when someone chooses pleasure over inheritance. First and foremost, let him live his damn life. Hey, man, shout out to my man. What's his name? Antonio Carlos Rodriguez. Hey, if you made that money, and you know what? That might be the shit that I do one day. He's 75. He's 75 years old. And if that man wanted to sit up here and spend all his money on young women, so be it. What y'all sitting around here working, pocket watching him for? He earned the money. Get your ass out there and earn your own money. I like it. I'm all for it. The audacity of somebody to sit up here, the family want to sue because this man is enjoying his money, not their money, on younger women. What the fuck is he supposed to do with it at 75 years old? At 35 years old, what you supposed to do with it? You raise your kids. You probably accomplish everything, from a success standpoint you want to accomplish. And don't nothing make a man feel more alive than a woman, especially a younger woman. So for that man to be 75 years old, he made it. Spend it however the hell you want to spend it. Because I tell you what, I tell my son, hey, I told my son, it might be something for your insurance policy or something. Maybe that will way back there. But I've been through too much. I'm going to enjoy my money. There ain't going to be a whole lot in the account because, hey, I'm burning through it. Damn right. Audacity, man. What's y'all thoughts on that? Exactly. Why are they watching this podcast anyway? Mind your business. Mind your damn business. Mind your business. Retarded shit, man. That's that man money. Like, come on, man. You gonna try to go to court? Okay, whatever. I don't blame my man. 75-year-old with a bunch of young women. Sign me up. I mean, hey, that legit might be there. All right, moving on. Oh shit. Lily Phillips. Wow. The woman who slept with oh my God, 1,113 men in 12 hours gets baptized. This is a wild, but Lily Phillips' decisions to get rebaptized at 24 after the chapter she's publicly shared highlights something deeper. People really can change, And redemption isn't just a headline, it's personal. Her story about leaving behind behaviors she no longer wanted in her life and choosing something new deserves empathy, not ridicule, because we're all evolving in our own ways. At the same time, it's okay to wonder how much someone's past actually matters in romance and trust without using it as a weapon. If growth is real, it should be acknowledged as part of someone's journey, not erased or used against them. Well, you could, cool. Hey, if somebody goes to find salvation and they get baptized, I'm all for that. Hey, no sin is above any other sin. Hey, he without sin cast the first stone. Not here to do that. But what I will say is this: you publicly and you shared that you slept with 1,113 men in 12 hours. 12 hours. Even though you got baptized, and I'm hoping I wish you well in that path of your spiritual, evolution. You still, that does not eradicate that. That will be with you for the rest of your life because you enjoyed that. Now, you might say that's not who I am anymore. Okay, fine. That's just like somebody that sits up here and shoots a person. Okay. Well, God forbid, hey, maybe you were, a person that physically abused people. You go baptized, you don't do that more. Don't mean that but that still's on you're still known for that. It doesn't eradicate the past like that. There's a karmic law that you have to deal with. People think that, okay, well, some people, I'm not saying that I don't know her psyche or her mental condition, but just overall, a lot of times people think, well, I can do something fucked up, and then all of a sudden I'll go and get baptized. That's cool, but you still got to deal with the karma from that, the karmic law from that. And you still got to deal with that. Now, moving forward, you can start, you can continue to, put good into the universe, things of that nature, but you still got to deal with all of that shit you did back there. And whatever psychologically made her want to expose that, because apparently she took great pride in letting everybody know she slept with over 1,000 men in 12 hours. So obviously something psychologically wrong with her mentally. And then now you want to say, okay, now forget like that happened. No, that ain't how that worked. That ain't how it worked. That's great that you got baptized and that's your salvation. But at the same time, we're going to still see you as a woman that slept with over 1,000 men, because that's something's wrong with you. It does not go away like that. No. So anybody out here, just understand. Yes, you can. So the bottom line, how about we just do right the first time? How about, we all know at 24, she knew that was sick in the head. She knew something was wrong. How about we just do right the first time? How about we just do the right thing the first time? But then here's the thing. If you want to do that, cool. But don't backtrack and be like, oh, I really didn't want. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You liked every bit of that shit. She enjoyed every bit of it. Now she went, okay, now you want to be baptized. All right. That's fine. I'm not here to judge, nor do I really care. But all I'm trying to tell people is this: be careful what you do. How about you try to make the right decision the first time? Because your past will always follow you. It will always follow you. Somebody's gonna be able to put, hey man, that's that girl. That's that girl. So what man gonna be with her? Where do you go from here? Because she's known for that. She willingly did that. Anyway, guys, next. Moving on. Let's see. This is a good one. Influencer Natalia, Alessandra has sparked conversation online after claiming many influencers exaggerate how much money they make from the internet. According to her, despite nearly having 1 million followers, she's still not earning enough, challenging the popular belief that a large following automatically equals wealth. Her comments have reignited debates around fake rich culture, brand deals, and the real economics of influencing. What's your take? Yeah, I don't. I mean, it's obvious. I don't. I've never. It's common sense. It's common sense. First of all, a million followers. Followers don't equate to supporters. And just because you got a million motherfuckers that follow you, you got a million supporters. People can follow you, hit the follow, but I don't mean anything. Most of these people are lying to you, have been lying to you. They ain't making that much money. Where would the money be coming from? What are you doing? Like there are for the few outliers that do make money, they got everybody else thinking, oh, if I get to this benchmark of a million followers, I'm gonna be making money. Are you selling a product? Or is there a cash register attached to these followers? Like just having the followers, how are you monetizing that? I've never understood that. Like popularity doesn't equate to profitability. Just because you're popular don't mean you're gonna be profitable. So I believe most of these people, a lot of these people, I've come across some content creators that what they show in that fake ass world of social media and what they really got in real life is two different things. I think that the more concerning thing is that at this point people are still believing that shit. Like guys, it's a fake world. It's not real. Like, listen, it's 2026. Breaking news. Cigar attached to Mac. Mac attached to TV. Hey, it's a fake ass world. A lot of that shit online. Instagram. What do you see on Instagram? Nothing but perfection. You see nothing but a bunch of perfect looking ass people. What the fuck is that real at? Ain't nobody. You ever know ain't hardly no ugly people on Instagram? Only thing you explore is just perfect looking people. Just go and explore right now. Perfect looking ass niggas. Perfect looking women. Just a bunch of perfection. Now, is that real? Now go outside your door and see, do you see anything look like these women? Do you see anything like these niggas is built like a Adonis walking down the street? No, when I go outside my door, I see Buddy with his belly hanging out. I see homeboy over there, got a homeboy over there. He ain't been to the gym in about 4 years. Oh, girl over there, her hair ain't done. She got a bonnet on. That's what I see when I go outside my door. What y'all really saying? Because what you see on Instagram and in particular places like that, the shit is fake, guys. It's not real. And I think it's time for people to wake the fuck up. It's not real. It's not. This is not a real place. Social media is not real. Now, Cigar Test from Mac is real. Mac Test TV is real. I chronicle my highs, my lows. I've shared it all. Evictions, repossessions. I've been through it all. It's real life. That's what people deal with. Not this shit where it just appears they're perfect. They just jump on one private jet to the next private jet to the next private jet. It's just not real. They ain't no brand private jets. These people are lying. So just because you see somebody with a lot of followers and a lot of likes, don't mean they're making no money. Don't quit your day job, y'all. Baby Bro says, really unfortunate how fake this world is. There is nothing but beautiful, rich people on Instagram. That's all Instagram has. That's it. What's a beautiful, rich people. Beautiful. Ain't nobody ugly. Where all ugly folks at, man? Instagram, they don't pump nothing ugly or unattractive. Nothing. Think about it, y'all. That's not real life. And where these gyms at? With all these gorgeous ass women. Man, please. I'm in Atlanta and LA Fitness. I ain't seen them like that. Man, stop the bullshit, man. Man, so come on, y'all. Come on, man. Wake up, y'all. All right, moving on, man. From that, 91% of men, 94% of women say they think the current dating environment is more difficult than ever. Oh man. Pew Research Center reports that over 90% of adults say dating today feels more difficult, shaped by apps that create endless choice, low accountability, and emotional burnout. Psychologists note that when people feel easily replaceable, they protect themselves by staying guarded, detached, or non-committal. What's missing isn't attraction or opportunity. It's the sense that effort, clarity, and intention still matter. Yeah, this has diminished human value. These. The worst thing is to have the biggest thing is again, and I said this last week. You knew back in the day, I'm just gonna say pre-social media era, you knew you only had about 4 or 5 chicks to pick from that was in your radius. And that was within your daily radius that you could get to in your circumference area. You knew that. Maybe 2, right? 2, a couple blocks over, maybe 1 across town. But that was it. And you knew that you had to make a decision on which woman you got along with, who you vibe with. Commitment was a thing because you knew eventually you wanted to commit to something or somebody. You don't have endless choices. Just because you can scroll on your fucking app and see somebody in Oakland don't mean you're gonna get that person. What's the likelihood? Let's play the odds. What's the likelihood of that happening? I'm not saying lightning in the bottle, you can't strike lightning in the bottle. I'm not saying that. But it's a mindset. If you constantly think you can just go on your phone, left, swipe, 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 until one day you swiped out. You didn't miss the whole ride because you wanted to be non-committal. You thought you had more choices than you really do. Like, think about it, y'all. Look around. What did Claudia Jordan said the other day? Man, she thought it was going to be a bunch of men there. We all know Claudia was fine as hell. Still a beautiful woman. And Claudia was like, damn, I thought I was going to always have a land around the corner of men. She said, no, it don't work that way when you get older. Prime example. And that was just before, the internet and social media and all that, became, proliferated. She was just a gorgeous woman and everybody was checking for her. But here's the thing. You only got so many choices and you only get so many chances. That's life. It's life. So I think that this illusion of endless choices, and especially when women are young, they just feel like, oh, your niggas gonna be checking for me forever. Baby, no, they're not. Because when your ass get past 32, 33, niggas ain't checking for you like that no more. I know you still look good. I know you still fine. But that 25-year-old took your spot. She got less miles on her. She ain't got so much trauma. She ain't been to the Maldives yet. I'm gonna take her. You've been there 4 times. Nah, it ain't exciting to you. So I think that men and women have been, have had the wool pulled over their eyes in this generation, in this time. And some of my peers get caught up in it. Like, now, your ass from the outside era. What is you talking about? Nigga, them 5 chicks, them chicks you see at that club, you better holler at one of them. Oh, girl, you see it at pub, you better get out. Just saying. That's normal everyday life. But just endless. Come on, man. You ain't never gonna meet them people. So yeah, people are gonna continue to stay isolated because guess what? It's human nature. It's the way the brain thinks, guys. Think of it like this: a confused mind always says no. Anything. If you're confused, you're not gonna make a decision. And if you got too many choices, too many options, it's too many. Take yourself to the buffet. Take yourself to the buffet. What do you do when you go to the buffet? You for the first 5 or 10 minutes, you like, God, they got that. You get overwhelmed. You get overwhelmed by so many choices. The concept is phenomenal. Buffet. Hey, many choices. All you can eat. Oh, yeah. And you get there and you end up locking in by only just 2 or 3 things. Because too many choices confuse the mind. It's just how our brain is wired. And we become overstimulated, man. We're more stimulated more now than ever, guys. And so, yeah, it's going to continue to be that way. Unfortunately, it's going to continue to get worse and worse because people continue to think they got more choices than they really do, and you don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. I'm not saying settle, but what I am saying is this: like what's in front of you. Talk to the people that's in front of you. I'm gonna say it again, ladies. Oh boy, one of them niggas try to holler at you at when you took your car to the shop. Holler at the mechanic. Holler at the at the landscaper, the electrician that try to get at you. I mean, these are real everyday people. The nigga in Dubai that's in your DM, likelihood of you meeting him, slim and none. Slim and none. That's being real, guys. All right, we get ready to come up on our time. Want to highlight on something, man. Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq is a great guy, man. It says Shaquille O'Neal has stepped in to support Jordan Wilmore, a 7'3" police recruit who narrowly failed his state exam by just 1 point. After completing the academy, Shaq is covering Wilmore's living expenses for the next 5 months so he can focus fully on studying and retaking the exam. Wow. That's dope, man. Shaq is very, man, Shaq is just a phenomenal human being, man. He's always giving, very charitable, philanthropic, extremely philanthropic, man. Shaq is always giving, man. That's why he's continuing to be blessed. Why Shaq still got them damn, got 55 commercials on and shit. Shaq is always giving and helping out. You never hear nothing bad about Shaq, man. Shaq is a great human being, man. So I just wanted to take a moment. Hey, let's highlight that. We put a lot of, it's cool to, we talk about the goofy shit and all of that, but and when you hear stuff like this don't get enough media coverage, man. And I'm sure he didn't do it for that, but hey, to pay that young man's expenses so he can just focus on, passing the exam and becoming a police officer, man. Talk about philanthropy, man. Shout out to Shaq. All right, the average new car payment has reached a high of $748, per month, while the average used car is $532. Ridiculous, man. It is ridiculous. And they wonder why these cars, it's like several factors are driving these increases: higher vehicle prices, longer loan terms, and elevated interest rates have combined to push monthly payments upward. Even used cars, once seen as a more affordable option, have experienced sharp price increases due to limited supply and strong demand. Hey, y'all got a car that's paid off? Hey, man. Hey, might want to stack your cheese up, man. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. Overinflation, man. America, this capitalist society, man. Then they wonder, then in a few years when all these cars will be, people can't pay to keep up these payments, and they're gonna be saying this and the third. Well, what do you think? You overcharging people for this shit. Only in America. Only in America. Good news. Jill Scott announced a return to music with her first album in over 10 years. Yeah, Jill. To whom this may concern. All right. Wow. Okay. Let's see here. What any more details? The rollout is already underway with a lead single titled Beautiful People. The album also features a notable list of collaborators, including Ab Soul, J.I.D., Tierra Whack, and Too Short. Damn, Short Dog on the album, signaling a blend of neo-soul roots with contemporary rap and alternative R&B energy. Philadelphia remains part of the album's DNA as well. Coverage notes Scott's working with fellow Philly creatives and reinforcing the hometown connection that's always been central to her sound and storytelling. Man, that's dope. Okay, it says the Grammy-winning singer announced the album will arrive February 13th, 2026. To whom this may concern, her first full-length project. Man, let's go, Jilly from Philly. Shout out to Jill Scott, man. Love me some Jill Scott. I'm happy. We need some good music. Jill Scott dropping an album. Who knows? Maybe R. Kelly will get out this year. Who knows? I'm putting it in the atmosphere. Who knows? Maybe Trump might pardon R. Kelly because we need some music. Goddamn music, R&B music suck. Free Kels and free Diddy. I said it. Diddy in jail for being a freak. Let that man out of jail. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Free Diddy. And free kills. Give a damn. All right, last one, y'all. Rents are falling in these major U.S. cities. Heading into 2026, one of the more renter-friendly periods in a decade. Experts say Austin is down 6.6%. Denver, Colorado is down 4.8%. Anybody want to go to Denver, Rocky Mountain area? Birmingham, Alabama, down 4.6%. I used to live in that area, man. Shout out to Birmingham. Jacksonville down 4.2%. Phoenix, Arizona down 4.4%. San Diego down 3.5%. Vegas down 3%. Houston in the Pasadena, the Woodlands, Texas area is down 2.7%. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, man, I used to the 954 Fort Lauderdale. Had a good time down there once upon a time back in the day. Whew, anyway, I digress. I had a great memory of something. San Antonio, what's that? Braunfels, Texas, down 2.7%. Anybody want to go to those areas, man? That might be where you want to go. Rent is down, y'all. Absolutely. Yeah, you are correct, baby. Everybody does sound the same, and we need some new music. So, hey, I am excited to know that Jill Scott is going to drop an album on the 13th next month. I love that. I love that for Jill. Yep. Just 7 days after Cinderella drops. Another plug. Cinderella drop on the 6th. You'll drop on the 13th. Come on, man. Just saying. All right. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man. Cigar Test and Matt, first one of the year. You got me. Hey, I'm here every Saturday. Got some dope interviews coming up with some more people. But make sure y'all go support It's More Than Hair in Huntsville. My homeboy Brandon, man, really, really talented filmmaker, producer. He's behind it. He's executive producing it. Pretty good. It's on the Remy Network. I interviewed Kendra from it. Really, really, really dope interview. Go check that out. Run them numbers up if you haven't seen it. Super dope interview. Also, go Bears. You damn right. Go Bears. My Bears is finally winning, y'all. Hey, I'm telling y'all heard it here first. We're going to the Super Bowl this year. We're going to Super Bowl. Yeah. February 8th, we're going to be there. The Bears going to be in Super Bowl. Yeah. Going to be a great weekend. Cinderella come out the 6th, the Bears in Super Bowl on the 8th. Yeah. It's going to happen. And I ain't tweaking either. I'm not tweaking. The Bears going to go to Super Bowl. Yeah. Yep, we're going. We're going to beat the shit out of the Lions tomorrow. We're going to beat whoever come on in wild card round 1. And we off and running, baby. But seriously, guys, let's have a fantastic, fantastic year, man. I appreciate you guys for rocking with us as always. We're going to continue to bring you dope content. Hey, we're closing in, guys, on 1 million views over here. 1 million views. I think we're like at 995,000. That's insane. That's such a blessing, man. God is the greatest. So, hey, have a great year. Make sure you write your goals down. And just be grateful. And every day with a spirit of gratitude, because you're more blessed than you can ever realize. Just to be able to see me and hear me are things that you can't buy. So you're blessed. All right, man. Love each and every one of y'all. We'll wind this back. Share it out with your friends. And guess what? I'll see y'all last here next Saturday. God bless. I'm out.